A soldier returned home after 2 years and walked through his front door, expecting to see his dog running toward him. But the house was empty. His wife was sitting on the couch crying. He asked, "Where is Max?" She could not speak. She just pointed at the backyard. When the soldier opened the back door and saw what was in the yard, he dropped his bag and fell to his knees. Because his dog had been waiting for him in a way that no one in that family could talk about without breaking down. And what happened in the next 5 minutes was recorded by a neighbor and seen by over 30 million people around the world. If you believe that dogs never forget the people they love, subscribe to this channel right now, because this story will prove that distance means nothing when a heart refuses to let go. His name was Sergeant Ryan Mitchell. He was 31 years old. He had been deployed to a military base overseas for 2 years. Before he left, he had 3 things that meant everything to him: his wife Sarah, his 4-year-old daughter Lily, and his German Shepherd. Max Ryan had raised Max since he was 8 weeks old. He trained him himself. Every morning they ran together. Every evening they sat on the back porch together. Max slept at the foot of Ryan's bed every single night. When Ryan received his deployment orders, he had 2 weeks to prepare. He spent most of that time with Max. He would sit in the backyard holding Max's face and talking to him. "I have to go away for a while, buddy, but I am coming back. I promise you, I am coming back. You take care of them while I am gone, okay?" Sarah used to watch them from the kitchen window and cry. She knew Ryan was not just leaving his family, he was leaving his best friend. The day Ryan left, Max stood at the front door and watched the car drive away. He did not bark, he did not whine. He just stood there, watching, until the car disappeared. And then something changed in Max. The first week, Max barely ate. He walked around the house, sniffing Ryan's clothes. He slept on Ryan's side of the bed. He sat at the front door every evening at exactly 6 p.m. The time Ryan used to come home from work, Sarah would call him for dinner. Max would not move. He just sat there, staring at the door, waiting. After a month, Sarah thought Max would adjust. He didn't. Every single day at 6 p.m., Max walked to the front door and sat down. Every single day, he waited. Sarah tried everything. She bought new toys. She took him to the park. She gave him extra treats. Nothing worked. Max was not sick. Max was not confused. Max was waiting for his person to come home. But here is the part that made this story different from every other military dog reunion you have ever seen. And trust me, you need to hear this carefully. After about 3 months, Max started doing something that Sarah could not explain. Every morning, Max would walk to the backyard and sit at the far corner near the fence. He would sit there for hours, just staring at the gate. At first, Sarah thought he was watching something. A squirrel maybe? A neighbor's cat? But there was nothing there. Max just sat in that corner every single day. Morning, afternoon, evening, rain or shine. He sat in that same spot for 2 years. Sarah told Ryan about it during their video calls. Ryan would laugh and say he is probably just enjoying the fresh air. But Sarah knew something was different. Max was not enjoying anything. Max was waiting. That corner of the yard faced the direction of the street where Ryan's car used to pull in every evening. Max had figured out that if he sat in that exact spot, he could see the street through a small gap in the fence. He had found the one place in the entire yard where he could watch for Ryan's car. And he sat there every single day for 730 days. Let me say that again, 730 days. Sarah's neighbor Tom noticed it too. He told Sarah one day, "That dog has not missed a single day. I watch him from my window. Every morning he walks to that corner and sits down. And every evening he walks back inside. He is waiting for Ryan." Sarah broke down crying when Tom said that. Now let me take you to the day Ryan came home, because this is where the story becomes something you will never forget. It was a Thursday afternoon in September. Ryan's flight landed at 2 p.m. Sarah picked him up from the airport. Lily was with her. The moment Lily saw Ryan, she screamed, "Daddy," and ran into his arms. Ryan held his daughter and cried. He looked at Sarah and asked one question: "How is Max?" Sarah's face changed. She did not answer. She just said, "Let's go home." Ryan felt something heavy in his chest. The drive home was quiet. When they pulled into the driveway, Ryan noticed the house looked the same. The yard looked the same. Everything was the same. But something felt different. They walked inside. Ryan expected Max to come running. He expected barking. He expected jumping. He expected chaos. But the house was silent. Ryan looked around. Where is he? Sarah sat down on the couch, her eyes filled with tears. Ryan felt his heart stop. "Sarah, is he okay? Please tell me he is okay." Sarah nodded. "He is okay. He is in the backyard." "Ryan, he has been waiting for you every single day. He sits in the same spot. He watches through the fence. He has been doing it since the day you left. He never stopped, not once." Ryan felt his throat close up. He walked to the back door. He put his hand on the handle. He took a breath, and he opened the door. There, in the far corner of the yard, near the fence, was Max, sitting in his spot, staring through the gap in the fence, the same spot he had sat in every single day for 2 years. Max heard the door open. He turned his head, and the moment he saw Ryan, everything that had been locked inside that dog for 730 days came out all at once. Max did not run. He did not jump. He let out a sound that was not a bark, not a whine, not a howl. It was something in between, something that sounded almost human, like a cry that had been held inside for 2 years and could not be contained for one more second. Then Max ran. He ran across that yard faster than he had moved in 2 years. He hit Ryan so hard that Ryan fell backward onto the ground. Max was on top of him, licking his face, crying, shaking. His whole body was trembling. His tail was moving so fast it was a blur. Ryan wrapped his arms around Max and buried his face in his fur, and he cried. He cried like he had not cried in 2 years. He said, "I told you I was coming back. I told you, buddy. I promised you." Max would not stop licking his face. He would not stop shaking. He pressed his body against Ryan's chest like he was trying to make sure this was real, like he was terrified that if he let go, Ryan would disappear again. They lay on the ground together for almost 10 minutes. Ryan did not get up. Max did not move. Sarah was standing at the back door crying. Lily was beside her crying. Tom, the neighbor, was watching from his window crying. He was the one who recorded it. The video showed Ryan lying on the ground with Max on top of him, both of them shaking, both of them crying, both of them holding on to each other like the world had tried to separate them and failed. Tom posted the video that night. By morning, it had 4 million views. By the end of the week, it had 31 million. News stations called it the most emotional military reunion they had ever seen. Not because of the soldier and his family, but because of the dog who never stopped waiting. A reporter asked Ryan what it felt like to see Max sitting in that corner. Ryan could barely answer. He said, "You send humans letters. You give them video calls. You tell them you are coming home. But a dog gets nothing. No letters, no calls, no explanation. One day you were there, and the next day you were gone. And Max did not understand why I left. He just knew that I was not there. And instead of giving up, he picked a spot where he could see the street, and he sat there every single day for 2 years waiting for a car that he was not sure would ever come back. That is not loyalty. That is love in its purest form." Today, Max is 7 years old. Ryan never deployed again. He took a position at a local base so he would never have to leave Max behind again. Every evening at 6 p.m., Ryan sits with Max on the back porch, and Max no longer sits at the corner of the yard, because the person he was waiting for finally came home. If this story reminded you that love is not about being together every day, but about never giving up even when you do not understand why they are gone, share it with someone who needs to hear it. And if you believe that no one on this earth will ever love you the way your dog does, subscribe to this channel. Because every story we tell here is a reminder that dogs do not count the days you are gone. They just wait for the day you come home. See you in the next story.